Hello guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Mic check, mic is doing good. Time is around 8:30 here in Dhaka. Voice is still like this, right? So I'll be doing a review today, perhaps just the one video, and like I will perhaps do a morning thoughts episode, which I haven't done for some time. We'll talk about certain things, but today I want to initial impression on a fragrance from this house, Fragrance World. I think is it Fragrance World? Yes. Sometimes you get confused because there are so many fragrances. Yes, so this is a fragrance I got recently. It's called Enigma Une or Une. Now, I don't know how that goes, but this is supposedly a good dupe of Dior Sauvage Elixir. Okay, so first thing first, scent of the morning, Armani Stronger with You Only. Okay, one of my favorite wearable from this line, and I like this over the freeze. This is nice, sweet, kind of fresh fragrance. Okay, and then I'm having green tea early morning. First thing I used to do always coffee and or tea, but there's no sugar in life anymore, so that's not important. But I like to share with you. This is the part of my journey, right? I'm a human being, so hopefully you can hear me still. And Dior Sauvage Elixir, the original, let's start, is a fragrance which was released, I think, 60 ml bottle for 150, $160. Extremely expensive. I did buy and review all the Dior Sauvage, EDT, EDP, Perfume, very cool spray. But the Elixir, I never wanted to buy. And it's not like I never could afford it. I could. I bought much more expensive fragrances, but I do not buy perfumes which doesn't make me sense as value. Sauvage Elixir, many people love. I understand. I do like that too. Very potent, kind of like a modern barber shop, lavender, spices, okay, a little bit of a citrus in the opening. So the price was just ridiculous. It's like a niche pricing, even more so than niche. And I felt their fragrance like Tom Ford Boudigeour or Sartorial by Penhaligon's, these fragrances were really, really good on its own right, and their prices are more affordable than Dior, which is kind of weird, right? But then later they released Sauvage Elixir 100 ml, big bottle. I think that one was better priced. Maybe I'll buy it someday, but I never really felt like, it's like a must have. People who love Dior, who are big fan of Sauvage line, they get it and they love it, and I have full respect. So I did cover some clones before. I did not review all the clones. Some of you asked me like, how about this? How about that? See, I don't have access to all the fragrances. Whatever I have access, I review. So let's get into this one. So this is like this packaging. Yes, and this packaging is kind of like, for me, is a little bit how to say, confusing, because the it looks like upside down. To be honest, and I usually see like base, if this writing was upside down and the bottle podium also, it would be nice. But it's upside down. So this is the cap. It comes out, and there's like is it a coin or what? It's just something there. I can just see the bottle stays in there. The name of the fragrance, concentration, 100 ml. The prices on these are $25 and under. You can find these. So these are budget fragrances. I think my good friend LJ asked me about this, so I said I would do the review soon. So these are made in UAE. So the bottle here, I took it out already. The bottle here is like kind of like this, okay? And to each his own, but I personally am not a very big fan of this bottle. It's good weight. The cap is nice, like metal cap. The atomizer is good. It's like nice mist comes out, effortless sprayer. Looks nice, okay. But the bottle is kind of like a blue heavy glass bottle, and it clicks onto place, okay. But you take a look at it. If you see you like it, it's good. But the main important thing about this fragrance is not the presentation, is the fragrance juice in there, which is surprisingly good. I think my good friend, good brother, Aromatics, Neeb talked about this in his live. I watched, some of his content. I see reviews, then I pick fragrances based on his recommendation. There are a few from this line, I think. And when I saw the name Enigma, I thought it's gonna be like a Roja Dove Enigma clone or something. I was very excited. But later, the seller who's selling it, Fragrantica Bangladesh, he announced this is a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir. I'm like, I already did three so far clones. So do I need one more? Then I'm like, let's create content. So I got it. And the surprise was how good this is in the opening, dry down, and performance, which is very tough to beat as per value. This does smell a lot like Dior Sauvage Elixir, performs really well. I'm not wearing anything there. Let's spray. Really nice mist. Take a look at that. It's very nice, soft mist. A lot of juice comes out. Good atomizer too. Okay. So there you go. So first of all, Dior Sauvage Elixir, as I told you, it's about that lavender, little bit of spice, and the fragrance lasts a long time. I think there's Calibrian bergamot or something like citrusy. So this one is the opening is so impressive. I'll compare it with just after this. I'll compare it with three other clones that I have so far until now. This is the closest to Dior Sauvage Elixir in terms of opening. The opening so far in the other clones, let me show you one by one, which are good. Latafas Asad is very good for the price. I would recommend this. It's very, very good, very smooth, polished, wearable, more sweet, and less spicy version of Sauvage Elixir. So Asad is a big hit in the market. Then I did Al-Bait al-Dimashqi. I always forget I constitute Ahmed al-Maghribi, but actually it's Al-Bait al-Dimashqi, Sauvage Elixir Man. The, sorry, this one is so good. So far, in terms of longevity and projection, I think this is the strongest, okay? But again, the opening is not as good as this, okay? And the last one I did was this one from Latafa Mason Alhambra. Every company is making their clone. And this one does look like a Dior Sauvage bottle with a magnetic cap, I think. Yes, I did it on my rooftop, I think most probably in a rainy day. And this fragrance I really like, and I really, really recommended this. Also got good performance. All three are very good. If you have any of these three, you are good with Elixir clone. So do you need this if you have one of those or all of those? Perhaps no, because it will be redundant at some point. True, but the main thing is if you really wanted a perfect solution to the Sauvage Elixir, you want that pinpoint, like almost same opening. This is almost 90% similar to my nose to that opening of Sauvage Elixir, but there are differences. Sauvage Elixir, it feels the lavender is much stronger than this. This one, you can smell the citrus. There's something sweet beneath. There's like a fruity undertone beneath, something like a blue, like a little bit of a blue smell down there. It's like a fresh opening with the fruity touch, a little bit of spice, but not a spicy lavender like Sauvage Elixir. So a 15% difference is the spicy lavender which you get in Sauvage Elixir. But apart from that, half an hour on the dry down, it smells just like Sauvage Elixir, and the longevity is very impressive, very good. I think out of the four, Sauvage Elixir Man by Albait, I think it's going to be the longest lasting, but it's also the most expensive in the list. This one is the one that makes really good sense, because the other ones like Albite is like 60 ml or 75 ml. I think that bottle size 75 ml as opposed to 100 ml. Albite I think is being sold for $35 or so. This is like $25 and under. Okay, you can get even like $20 in a certain country. So this one, it has the good like sides that 100 ml. It's good. You can use it for longer time. Second of all, the price is very reasonable. Third thing is the performance is very good, and projection, 2 hours and a half, good projection. You just have to go like few more sprays, like then two. Just go 3 to 4. That will cover like a day's work, office. So who's it for? I think Sauvage Elixir is not as crowd pleaser or as mainstream as something like Dior Sauvage. Dior Sauvage is the fragrance that sells, and this is a crowd favorite for everybody. People like that. It's like Bleu de Chanel, Acqua di Gios, Profumos. That's like gonna be used by most of the people. This is gonna be used by people who want to take it to the next notch. Sauvage Elixir, that DNA. People have tried the original, and then they want to get like a little bit mature, this is for them. But I would imagine, due to the lack of sweetness and citrus, like in this fragrance, and a little bit more maturity, some people will not gravitate towards this one. Like people would not be feeling like this fragrance is for them. It's a little bit of a mature crowd, I feel. Even though this is cheap, maybe try before you buy. Do not blind buy this, like thinking it's going to be crowd pleaser. You may not get a compliment. This may not have that compliment factor unless it's a sophisticated nose. It's an, a little bit of a mature crowd. They will definitely like this. Like if you like Tom Ford Boudigeour, once again, Sartorial, some of the other, like barbershop, like Dracar Noir, they would like this. But mature crowd, youngsters, perhaps is not the fragrance for you. But if you want to wear fragrance for yourself, not for compliments, other stuff, you can consider this. It's a very nice barbershop fragrance with a modern touch, perfect balance between the spice and the lavender and citrus and fruits. And there's a little bit of freshness in this fragrance too. So you can use it for like your graduation party, like a special, like a party or gathering or meeting. You can wear this for work, office, a gym also you can wear it, but wear less. So overall, very good quality. If you ask me between the this and Albite, both of them are great. I actually prefer this for performance a little bit. Like until now, I've been using it. This house, Albite, I just want to give them props. Whatever they use in their fragrances, they last a very long time. So even if you get 75 ml, like 2 sprays, 3 sprays, great for overall longevity. And also the bottles are nice. But ultimate longevity wise, I think this is not far off from that, and you get more value. You can spray like 25 ml more juice from this bottle, so it makes sense. I just don't like the bottle. That's just only criticism I have about this. And apart from, there is no other complaints. You can give it a try. It's a good fragrance. If you already have the other three or one of those, perhaps finish those, then you can get it. It's a great release, and it's one of the fragrance world is releasing some seriously good fragrances, good dupes. So this is one of the better dupes. I think it smells really nice. There's really nice Calabrian bergamot at the back. So it has that Sauvage plus Sauvage Elixir DNA. Overall, this is a 9 out of 10. Very, very good fragrance, very good uh, release, and good price point. Thank you so much for watching. And, let's do a morning thoughts episode, then we'll upload it. Take care. See ya.